Okay, today we are going to review A Serial Killer's Guide to Marriage by Asia Mackay. How do I review this one? I'm going to give this one 2 stars right off the bat. And my biggest problem, okay, so the book is about a married couple that originally were serial killers. They were both killers. And once they got married and they got pregnant and they had the kid, the husband was like, all right, we got to stop killing. We got to be good parents to this kid, right? So now the woman, after a few years of this marriage and being good people, goes, hey, yeah, this life sucks. I like killing. So then she goes on to start killing again. And she hates her life. It's too boring for her. She hates everything about it. And this is a problem I've always had. Every time I don't know what it is about many female writers when they talk about marriage that they're in and stuff like that. This is one pet peeve that I've always had with these writers. Why is it that the woman always wants the bad boy, right? And then they have a good guy at home, they want the bad boy. So the good guy at home treats them well, gives them the life they want, gives them the support they want, everything. But then they want the bad boy, right? And they go chasing the bad boy, and I've seen this happen in real life. I knew a girl one time, she had a good guy at home. The guy backed her business, was all behind her dreams and everything. And then she left him to hook up with this other guy. The other guy treated her like shit, like absolute dog manure. Used to hit her, treat her like garbage, wouldn't let her leave the house. Any money she made was his money. Basically, just abused the crap out of her. Basically, we had to come in and save her. Then she went back to the good guy she had, and guess what? He had moved on. Essentially, this book is kind of like that. So she decides to start killing again. Meanwhile, this guy is daddy of the fucking year, who was an ex serial killer, right? And she's going around killing people. This book is filled with many plot holes, right? But this just irked me from the get go. I can't, again, who am I supposed to root for here? I was rooting for the guy, but then they destroy that towards the end. So who am I supposed to root for? I'm not rooting for a serial killer. The only serial killer I think I ever rooted for in anything was Patrick Bateman, and that's because Christian Bale is just the fucking most amazing actor ever. Only he can pull off you rooting for a fucking serial killer. Who am I supposed to root for in this book? The woman serial killer who's just killing just to get her rocks off, who finds a husband who's willing, who treats her well and does everything around the house and takes care of the kid and does everything, and that's not enough for her. I I can't root for her. And then again, the husband, I was rooting for him, but then in the end, I can't root for him anymore. Who am I supposed to root for? You have to have someone to root for. And I think a lot of writers have forgotten this. It's the same issue I had with what was the name of that book? There was another book I reviewed not that long ago. The same thing happened where the female went to anger management. The Revenge List. Same exact issue. There's no one to root for that you care about. And if I can't care about anybody, I can't care about your book. So this book to me just falls flat. There's nobody to care about. There's no real scenes that make me, think about, okay, maybe she's doing this because of this, and maybe I should cut her some slack because of this. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. It's just another dumb book. Honestly, this deserves 1 star, but I'm giving it 2 stars just because the husband kept me entertained throughout most of the book. Like he was at least a decent character for most of the book. But in the end, again, like I said, I can't even root for him. So I'm giving it 2 stars, but it really deserves a 1. So if you want to read it, is A Serial Killer's Guide to Marriage by Asia Mackay.